foes. Hey, baby. How was school? Not really? Okay,
Welcome to Salt Lake City, where the mighty Utah student section is ready to turn this place into a cauldron of noise. Bryce Eccles Stadium, home to the Utah Utes. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Alabama about to kick
oh, my Lord. What team is it? Figure this shit out.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback.
Okay.
Offense set on first down.
It's noodles. It's noodles in there.
The give to the tailback.
I say yeah, it's some noodles in there. And it's
Shows him the stiff arm.
Where's all day?
Step out of bounds after a very productive play. These two conferences have been tied together for years through the Sugar Bowl, a little testiness with the whole Texas-Oklahoma thing, and now the rivalry on the field.
What was you supposed to be out there doing, RJ?
Yeah, conference realignment.
No, you wasn't, because I was out there looking through the window.
Think back to when Texas
So what was you out there supposed to be doing?
joined the SEC.
So why weren't you out there playing?
This is always a fun one to watch, David. Wide open offense from the Big 12, and then you get the physicality and the speed from the SEC.
Why was you looking for trash and I told you exactly where the trash was and the trash was right there on the ground? Make that make sense. So why would you clean if you were supposed to be clean?
Which style can present itself today and win the ball game?
Answer the
To
question.
the air, it's Lindsey. He rifles one deep down the right side. And it's picked off.
It's either you answer the question or you already can't. You lose YouTube for you lose YouTube for the rest of the week, and you lose playing again then this weekend.
Gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense.
Good answer.
And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. He's looking to throw. Wasting no time taking a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, needing love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looked, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Lindsey. Takes a shot as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Takes his shot.
Another pick the ball off,
on third down.
I think the quarterback's got to do a better job with his eyes, guys. He's already been picked off twice in this game, and that one got swatted away. He's telegraphing where he's throwing the football, and it's making life really hard on him.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Take the ball off, bitch. Stop swatting shit. The fuck?
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And they just kind of sneak that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on third down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Not much there on the line. He gets one to the 31.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a man. It's Lindsey. Fires toward the target. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a lineman.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Didn't have any better luck going back to him on second down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
Running back searching for a hole. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask them to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, if you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
Looking for room, it's Young. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. He's got it. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, wants to throw it. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. To throw, it's Simpson. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Give to the running back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. Movement here from the tight end. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On third down, going up top. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here. So
another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
On the move is the 30. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Alabama!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Off the RPO, complete. And he's a man tackled in this no-gain land.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Quarterback will audible. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. The Utes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's Hampton. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. You can go way back in the history books to the wishbone attack, all the way back to the first Rose Bowl team. Alabama builds its identity on a strong running game.
Builds it on dudes that tote the rock and do it with nastiness, with some physicality. Not one guy's going to bring them down, and you see it year after year with these guys, and there's always somebody that's going to be a physical challenge to try to get on the ground.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. And the timing just a hair off. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They keep attacking through the air. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. But great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first quarter is one they'd love to forget. So find your best playmakers now. Get them isolated. Get them the football and let them go to work.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Dropping back, it's Lindsey. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. What a turning point this could be. The offense is going for it inside its own 30. Quarterback checking the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is... And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The back goes in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Oh, he got loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physically.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Got the quick pass. Touchdown tie. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Arguably the game of the week, fellas, with 2 top 25 teams locking horns. South Carolina is ahead in Columbia, but that's not exactly George Rogers out there scoring touchdowns. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority.
Gonna let it fly. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
On second down, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Young. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He lets it fly. Got it in stride inside the 20. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Young. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, great job there by the defense, because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't get...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Alabama 28, Utah 0.
Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Bust through behind his pad.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside, even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done
And the ball is picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB and to try to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. They go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double. Running toward the tape. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Utes. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
That deficit's still pretty big, and they'll try to get it right back and cut into it with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They're trying to get to it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Young. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Sometimes a play like that, incorporating the back in the passing game, almost seems like cheating. It's so easy.
Yep, because you can run it against man or you can run it against zone. If you're patient, obviously, with zone coverage, he can come open. But man-to-man, I like my chances of a running back versus a linebacker. So nice job by the quarterback, nice job by the running back.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. He wants to throw.
No!
And
You wasn't supposed to throw it yet.
He'll
Yeah,
try
pump
to take
fake
it back.
those.
He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this
Got
game.
pump
Wide
fake that,
receiver
buddy.
just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. He's got the tight end. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. With jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Utes want to crank the tempo. Back to pass, it's Rose. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They're going to throw it again. And the missed connection on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe in it.
Getting some heat. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands their passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
And that's just a ball he has to catch. As a tight end, you know you're going to be working the middle of the field all game long. And when you have opportunities like that, man, you got to make them count.
Couldn't make the play on 1st down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Rose. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down. At the 35, he's loose. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. And just like they drew it up, right? Put it on the ground, get the 1st down.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
At the 40, there he goes. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, a quarterback making good decisions, it is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Utah has a back on the offense coming onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And it's a pick in the end zone. Touchdown.
Tristan. Oh, he quit. Quitter. What? Sweet. Somebody. What? People like. Somebody.
What? So what?